So let's get into the video. Have you ever been surprised by the things people say? Sometimes words can completely change the way you see things. Just like the title says, this is about a man named Wilson Lewis. He was a good man, strong and hardworking. But one day he got a big surprise. It made him realize he hadn't been a good husband. Now he's got a tough choice to make. It's a story about love, family, and second chances. Wilson was married to Jane. She was the daughter of Noah and Allie from the famous love story, The Notebook. Wilson and Jane had been married for 30 years. They had 2 kids and were happily living in a nice house in a village. Wilson had a good job. Everything seemed perfect. But one day he realized that his wife wasn't happy. At first, he thought it was because she was busy taking care of her sick mother. But when her mom recovered, Jane still wasn't happy. Wilson was confused and worried. He didn't know what to do. He really loved his wife and wanted her to be happy again. He talked to his father-in-law, Noah, hoping for some advice. Noah was a wise man. He had a deep connection with his wife Allie. Even though Allie had dementia, Noah still loved her very much. Wilson hoped Noah could help him fix his marriage. As they sat together, sipping lemonade in the garden, Wilson opened up to Noah about his struggles with expressing love to his wife. Noah listened patiently. Then he shared a story about his own relationship with Allie. He told Wilson how he used to court Allie, how they fell in love, and how he kept that love alive throughout their marriage. Noah explained that while Allie was his soulmate, their love wasn't always easy. There were times when they fought and didn't understand each other. But he said the most important thing was to never stop trying to show your love. He told Wilson, love isn't just about saying those 3 magic words. It's about understanding, romance, affection, and kindness. After hearing Noah's advice, Wilson felt ashamed. He realized he had taken Jane's love for granted. He thought being a good husband meant providing for his family and working hard. He never stopped to think about how Jane felt. He was quiet and logical, always thinking things through before saying them. But when it came to matters of the heart, he often shut down. He never understood why he couldn't just fix things with words. One day, Wilson decided to write a note to Jane. It wasn't an easy task. His hand trembled as he wrote, "I love you." It seemed strange and almost scary to say it, but he wanted to show Jane that he cared. He left the note where she would find it, hoping it would make her feel loved. It was their 30th wedding anniversary, but Jane had no idea. She was busy planning her sister's wedding and helping out at her mother's shop. Wilson knew he had to do something special. He asked his son for help, and together they planned a surprise dinner. They invited close friends and family. Everyone was excited to celebrate, but Jane had no clue. As the night went on, she started feeling left out. She wondered why no one had mentioned their anniversary. She felt sad and confused. When she arrived home that night, she found another note from Wilson. It said, "I love you. Happy anniversary." This time, she believed him. For the first time in a long time, she felt a spark of hope. Over the next few weeks, Wilson made an effort to be more affectionate. He held her hand, gave her hugs, and even cooked meals. One day he brought home flowers and a bottle of wine. He tried to make her laugh and tell her how much he appreciated her. Jane was surprised by these changes. She couldn't believe the man she had been married to for 30 years was showing this side of him. She was touched by his efforts, but she couldn't help but feel a bit suspicious. She wondered if he was only doing this temporarily. Wilson noticed that Jane was still keeping a distance. He understood that she needed time to trust him again. He knew he couldn't force her to love him. It had to happen naturally. He continued to show her love and affection, but he didn't pressure her. He was patient and waited for her to open up, slowly but surely. Jane started to feel something she hadn't felt in a long time. She began to trust Wilson again. She saw that he was truly sorry for how he had acted in the past. She started to enjoy their time together. They went on dates, danced, and talked for hours. Jane began to remember why she had fallen in love with Wilson in the first place. He was kind, strong, and dependable. As time passed, Jane started to feel like the young woman in love. She was excited about the future and what it held for them. Wilson felt like he was on cloud 9. He couldn't believe that Jane was giving him another chance. He worked hard to make their marriage better. He listened to her, supported her dreams, and made her laugh. He never forgot to say, "I love you," and he meant it. Their love story became an inspiration to others. People in their town looked up to them. They were a symbol of hope for those struggling in their marriages. Months went by and their relationship grew stronger. They helped each other through tough times and celebrated each other's successes. Wilson and Jane proved that it's never too late to save your marriage. With the wedding day approaching, the whole family was busy preparing. Anna and her fiancé, Liam, were excited to start their new life together. They couldn't wait to exchange vows and celebrate with their loved ones. The ceremony was beautiful. The reception was filled with joy, laughter, and dancing. It was a perfect day for the young couple. But for Wilson and Jane, it was more than just their daughter's wedding. It was a chance for them to renew their vows. They had been married for 30 years, and their love had stood the test of time. As they watched their daughter walk down the aisle, they couldn't help but feel proud and grateful for the journey they had shared. The wedding was a reminder of the enduring power of love and commitment. And as the night wore on, Wilson and Jane found themselves lost in their own little world. They danced, they laughed, and they reminisced about the good old days. It was like no one else existed. For a moment, they were the only two people in the world, and it was perfect. As the wedding festivities came to an end, Wilson and Jane knew that their lives would never be the same again. They had faced many challenges over the years, but their love had only grown stronger. They had learned that communication was key and that it was important to never take each other for granted. Now, as they stood there watching their daughter start her own family, they were filled with hope for the future. They knew that their love story would continue to inspire those around them for years to come. In the end, the wedding wasn't just about a new beginning for Anna and Liam. It was also about a second chance for Wilson and Jane. They had found their way back to each other, and they were grateful for every moment they had together. They had learned that true love never fades, and that sometimes all it takes is a little effort to keep it alive. So what did you think about the story? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more amazing content. See you in the next one.